Class 6, first lesson, our food, science subject. If anyone asks you about your favorite food item, what will you answer? The list may include several things like laddu, biryani, idli sambar, pulihor, cheese, dal, brinjal curry, and so on. But if you are asked about the components, their sources, and how they have been cooked, then it may be difficult for you to answer. Generally, we take interest in eating food and don't bother about other things like what materials we need to prepare brinjal curry or biryani. If anyone asks you about your favorite food item, you will say the following list: laddu, biryani, brinjal, fish, chicken, mutton, pulihor, and etc. But if someone asks you about the components and sources and how they have been cooked, then it may be difficult for you to answer. Generally, we take interest in eating food and not bothering about things like what materials do we need to cook, and what is the procedure we need to cook. How can idli be made soft? We take food for our health and energy, but we should also know the materials required for preparing the food we eat. This type of information is very important, so we will discuss about the ingredients, processes, and sources of food in details in this chapter. Observe the following food items and name them. So they are asking us, how can idli be made so soft? We take food for our health and energy. If we do not take food, we will not get enough health and energy, and we may fall ill. But we should know the materials. It is really important to know the materials required for preparing food. And we eat this type of, it is very important to know this kind of information. So we will discuss about the ingredients, procedure, and sources of food and details in this chapter. We can see some food items like dosa, idli, samosa, rice, curry, vada, roti, laddu, payasam, and ice cream. Activity 1. Finding variety in our food. Every day we eat different types of food from morning to night. What did you eat yesterday? Make a list. Also discuss with your friends and collect information about what food they ate yesterday. Record the following information in the table. So we will know what we will eat three times in a day: morning, evening, and night. Breakfast in the morning, lunch in the evening, and dinner at the night. What did you eat yesterday? Make a list and also discuss with your friends and collect information about what they had yesterday. Table 1. What did I eat? Name of the student, food eaten by them. Ashok: rice, dal, milk, vegetables, jam, idli, bread. Neelam: biryani, chili chutney, roti. Vanshika: noodles, dal, milk, rice. Saranya: corn, cold coffee, rice, chicken. Vrinda: vegetables, rice, dal, beans. Are there any common food items in the list of yours and your friends? Count the number of food varieties you have listed in the table. Do all students eat the same type of food? What food is served in your school at midday meal? First answer: are there any common food items in the list of yours and your friends? Rice, chicken, biryani, etc. Count the number of varieties you have listed in the table. 23. Do all the students eat the same type of food? No. What food is served in your school at midday meal? Rice, dal, eggs, etc. We eat different types of food materials daily, but some food items are like dal and vegetables are common in the daily menu in large parts of Telangana. On special occasions, we eat large varieties of food. We eat different types of food materials daily like rice, dal, and vegetables. Commonly these food items are commonly in the large parts of Telangana. On special occasions, we eat large varieties of food. Food ingredients. Activity 2. Main things are needed to prepare food. Srinivas wants to eat something special on Sunday. He asked his mother to make biryani. Srinivas wanted to help his mother. His mother answered him to prepare the list of materials which would be required to make biryani. Here is the list made by Srinivas: rice, salt, jeera, tomato, potato, onion, etc. Help Srinivas if he had missed any materials and completed So Srinivas wanted to eat something special on Sunday. He asked his mother to make biryani. Srinivas wanted to help his mother. His mother told him to prepare the list of ingredients for the biryani. He wrote ingredients like rice, salt, jeera, tomato, potato, onion, etc. So help Srinivas to complete the list and tell him all the ingredients. Srinivas was surprised that while cooking boiled rice, we need only 2 materials, raw rice and water. But for making biryani, we need many ingredients. To make different kinds of food, we need different materials. These materials which are required to prepare food are known as ingredients. List out some food items you like to eat and try to find out what ingredients are used to prepare them. Table 2. Ingredients for some food items. Food item you like. Required ingredients: payasam, milk, dry fruits, sugar syrup, sugar oil, etc. Chicken curry, oil, chili powder, spices, chicken, garam masala, salt, etc. Palikaram, groundnuts, red chili, abbots, ginger, salt, etc. When you purchase packed food, biscuits or any cool drinks, you will find their ingredients written on their packets. Have you ever thought from where these ingredients come? Yes, it will be easy for you to say that we get vegetables and fruits from plants, eggs, meat from animals. Is there any other source you can think of it? Some ingredients have been listed below. Find out the sources of each ingredient. If it is a plant, mark P, or an animal A, or something else O. When you purchase packed food, biscuits or cool drinks, you will find ingredients written on its bag. Have you ever thought where these ingredients will come from? It will be easy for you to say yes. You can say that vegetables and fruits come from plants. Eggs, meat, milk come from animals. Is there any other source you can think of it? Some ingredients are listed below. Table 3. Who gives us food? Ingredients: plant, animal, others. Name of the plant or animal: cooking oil, plant, sunflower. Honey, animals, honeybees. Chips, plants, potato. Turmeric powder, plants, turmeric plant. Salt, sea, other. Dough, plants, wheat, maize. Meat, animals, goat, sheep, hen. Rice, plants, organic streams. Eggs, animal, hen. Sugar, plants, sugarcane. Peanuts, plant, groundnuts. Try to enrich this list as much as you can. You will find that from animals we get milk, eggs and meat. If you observe carefully, you will notice that there are a number of animals from which we get different kinds of food. Goat and sheep give us meat. Hens and roosters are used as meat. Chicken. You can alter this list. In plant, we need different parts like leaf or spinach and coriander, plants, flower and of cucumber flower, plant, fruit of tomato and drumstick, plants. You may be having some doubts about the salt. Is it a mineral and obtained from the sea? In the earlier classes, you will learn about the components of food. Can you identify which parts of the plant is eaten by us in the given table? You can also discuss with your friends. You can see we get eggs, milk, meat from animals, and we get cooking oil, chips, turmeric, dough, rice, sugar and peanuts from plants. From hens and roosters we get meat like chicken. Can you get the list? Like we like leaf or spinach and plants from sunflower and etc. You may understand if you have some doubts about salt. It is a mineral obtained from the sea. In the later class, you can identify which part of the plant is eaten by you and the given table. You can also discuss with your friends. For example, we get variety of food materials from plants. In some plants, we eat only some parts of food as food. We take entire plant as food. Table 4. Name of the plant, parts that we eat. Fenugreek, Menthulu, leaves, seeds. Mustard, Avalu, leaves, seeds. Sugarcane, stem. Carrot, root. Onion, root and stem. Cabbage, flower. Asafoetida, ingua, stem. Which part of plants do we generally use? Do we also use flowers as food? Which plants are these? As these any plant of which whole part of it can be eaten? Which part of the plant do we generally use? We generally use stems, flowers, leaves, etc. Do we also use flowers as food? Which plants are these? Yes, we also use flowers as food like cabbage, etc. Is there any plant of which whole parts of it can be eaten? No. We use various parts of plants for food. Leaves, roots, seeds and fruits of plants are wisely used, whereas stems and flowers are not so wisely used. We use several ingredients to cook different types of food. Wherever may be the sources of ingredients, plants, animals or minerals, we use some in plenty but others are needed in only small quantities. Why is it so? We use various parts of plants for our food. Leaves, roots, seeds and fruits of plants are widely used, whereas stem and flowers are not widely used. We use several ingredients to cook different types of foods, whereas many sources of ingredients, plants, animals or minerals we use in some plenty are not needed. Why is that so? How people develop food habits. People living in one religion usually share common food habits. You might have seen paddy fields near your village. In our state, geographical and climate conditions are more suitable for growing paddy. So we produce more rice. In which districts of our state is paddy grown wisely? Even though farmers grow various, people living in the same religion mostly share common food habits. You might have seen paddy fields near your village. In our state, geographical and climate conditions are more suitable for growing paddy. So we produce more paddy, which is rice. In our districts of our state, paddy is grown wisely, even though farmers will grow paddy variously. Types of food crops we generally use. Rice as shaped food. A variety of food items are prepared using rice. A number of food items are usually made by using rice in the form of rava and flour. Make a list of those items. We eat more rice and rice products as continuously as others. Rajasthan maize, bara and wheat is produced more than rice. So the main food in Rajasthan is chapati or roti. Many times we hear people saying that I like this curry, I don't like that. This is not This is not a good food habit. You should not make a habit of eating all varieties of vegetables, food items. This makes you strong and energetic. So many types of food crops are mostly used with rice. A variety of food items are mostly used in rice. A number of food items are usually used in rice in the form of rava and flour. With less rice products are composed to both wheat and maize. But in Rajasthan, maize, maize and wheat is produced more than rice. So the main food in Rajasthan is chapati or roti. Many times we hear people saying, I don't like this curry, I like this curry. This is not a good habit. We have to make a habit to eat every type of vegetables, food items, etc. This makes us strong and energetic. Different methods of preparing food. Different methods of preparing food. Preparing food is an extreme important art and precisely of life. There is many ways of preparing food. Rice is boiled, but idli is not made in the same manner. For making idli, rice and dal are fermented followed by steaming. Potato chips are fried in oil. Some procedures have been mentioned in table 5. Fill in the food items. Preparing the food is an extreme important art and extremes. If we do not cook a food, it will be raw and will maybe spoil our health. There are many ways of preparing food. Rice is boiled and idli is made by steaming. For idli and rice, dal is fermented, followed by steaming. Potato chips are fried in deep oil. They need to be deep fried. Some processes have been mentioned in table 5. So fill the table 5. Table 5. Method of preparing food. Food items. Boiling. Rice, eggs, vegetables. Steaming. Chicken, vegetables. Fermentation. Pickles. Roasting. Peanuts. Deep frying. Fish, pakoda, puri. Shallow frying. Chicken, fish. Chopping and mixing fruits, masala, vegetables. Cutting and mixing fruits, vegetables, bread, etc. In table 5, you can also add any other methods of cooking which you know. Don't forget to add the food items prepared by this method. Tasty food. We usually say food is tasty, but how does food gets its taste? The taste depends on its ingredients, method of preparation, and our cultural habits. Do you know the method of preparing of any food items? Joseph knows how to make tomato curry. Listen to him. We usually say the food is tasty, but how does it taste? We get the taste of the curry by the ingredients, spices, methods used in it, and our cultural habits. How do you know the method of preparing or any food items? Joseph knows how to make tomato curry, so listen to him. I like tomato curry. I learned how to make it from my father. To prepare it, we need 2 tomatoes, 1 onion, 2 green chilies, 1 red chili, turmeric powder, salt, oil, mustard seed, black gram and jeera. First of all, clean all the vegetables in water and chop them into pieces. Place a pan on the flame. Pour 3 spoons of oil. When oil becomes hot, put 1 spoonful of mustard, black gram and jeera. Then add green and red chili pieces and put a pinch of turmeric powder. Half a minute later, add pieces of onion and tomatoes. Then add some salt and close the lid. After 5 minutes, the tasty curry is ready. He is telling that I like tomato curry. I learned how to prepare it from my father. For this we need 2 tomatoes, 1 full onion, 2 green chilies, 1 red chili, turmeric, salt, chilies, mustard, seeds, black gram and jeera. First of all, clean all the vegetables in water. Chop them into tiny pieces. Place a pan and put 3 full spoons of oil. Then add mustard, black gram and jeera. Then add green chili and red chili powder and put a pinch of turmeric. Half a minute later, add some salt. cut the tomatoes and onions and put it in. Then add some salt and close the lid, and your tasty tomato curry will be prepared. Activity 3. Let us cook. What is your favorite cooked food? Find out how it is prepared. Write the recipe in your notebook. So they're asking, what is your favorite food? For me, it's chicken. Now they're asking us to write the recipe in your notebook. Preservation of food. The description about food will be incomplete unless we talk about the preservation. How do farmers protect rice and pests and store it after it is harvested? How is rice stored in your home? Why does curry get spoiled when you keep it out for a couple of days, but pickle stays fresh for a long time? It is only because of the preservation. For preservation contain food items, they are salted and dried. In certain areas, dried fish is commonly used. Vegetables and meat are dried and also pickled. We discussed about the food and the food items, materials, and how to make curries. But this cannot be finished without talking about preservation. Do you know how farmers protect rice and pests and store it after it's harvested? How is rice stored in your home? Why does curry get spoiled when you keep it out for a long time? And pickles stay fresh for a long time. It is only because of the preservation. For preservation contains food items. They are salted. Some items are dried. Vegetables and meat are dried, and also pickles. Try to find out how vegetables are pickled at home. Find out the ingredients that help to preserve vegetables. Salt and turmeric powder are used for preservation while making pickles. In coastal areas, it is a common sight to use fish being smoked off for preservation. Try to find out more about this process. What are the other food materials preserved by this? Do you know sugar syrup or honey is good preservation? Fruits are often preserved in sugar syrup or honey. Jams and fruits juices are good examples for preservation with sugar. Salt and turmeric powders are used as good preservation for pickles. In coastal areas, it is the common sight that fish is smoked for preservation. Do you know sugar syrup and honey is a good preservation, as sugar syrup is sticky and it can be a good preservation. Fruits are often preserved in sugar syrup or honey. Fruits, jams and fruits are good example for preservation of sugar. Activity 4. Let us store food. Discuss in your group and identify examples of different preservations. Ask your parents other ways of preservation that they follow. For preservation food, we use different types of pesticides, but some food items which are available in markets are harmful preservation. So we must be aware of the ingredients of packed food. When you purchase any food item in the market, don't forget to read about its ingredients and manufacturing date. Eating outdated food materials may cause damage to your health. Discuss in your friends group about preservations. Ask your parents some of the ways of preservations. For preserving food, we use different types of preservations. For some food items which are available in the market are harmful. So you must always, when you're purchasing, you must always see the ingredients at the back of the packet. You must not forget to see the manufacturing date. If outdated food is eaten, it may cause damage to your health. You might cause it might cause damage to your health, and etc. etc. Joseph's father always observed the ingredients used and the date of manufacturing when he buys the ready-made food items. Repriced food items should not be consumed. They are harmful to our health. Joseph's father always sees the ingredients and what does the item require when he's always seeing it when he's purchasing a thing. Any food item already ready-made, he always sees the manufacturing date, because he knows that if someone eats the outdated food, their health might be cause damage. Expiry food items should not be consumed because they are harmful for our health. Do you know preparing of food using vegetables and fruits is an art? Some people make different types of designs and decorations with vegetables. This is called vegetable carving. Try to make this your own carving. Did you know preparation of food using vegetables and fruits is an art? Some people make different kinds of designs and decorations for homes. This process is called vegetable carving. First lesson science finished.